Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. It's time to get your clicks fix.
Hello, and welcome back to Clix. I'm Rory, and it has been about 4 or 5 days since I last played with these pint-sized plastic people. And I don't think I'm going to be able to play this week, but that's okay. We'll figure something out. At least I get to talk about it. All right, today we're going to be doing a one awesome Clix build. If you've never seen that before, these team builds I take one character that is super rare, Chase, Ellie, something like that, and then build the rest of the team around them with stuff that is easier to get, budget friendly, and usually in the common, uncommon, and rare slots. So before we get into it, let's see. I usually do this at the end, but hey, why not now? Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, share, all that kind of fun YouTube stuff. Comment below about what you think about this team at the end, or if you do something different, or what you would like to see in the future for one awesome Clix builds. The figure we're looking at today is really cool, and I've talked about him a little bit before in a short, but it's this guy again, Carnage, God of Symbiotes. One of the coolest sculpts of Carnage that we have ever had. I like the one that's on the tombstone. That is a really cool one, but this one is just big, beautiful. Anyway, let's take a look at his card. Carnage, God of Symbiotes. Maximum Carnage Symbiote, Brute Cosmic Deity, Monster Ruler. He's got Symbiotic Hunger Trait, Flurry, Shape Change, Steel Energy, all great powers to have traded. When Carnage, God of Symbiotes, rolls a single d6, if the displayed result is a 1 or a 2 after resolutions, you may generate a symbiote bystander within 4 squares, which is really cool that it doesn't have to be next to him. Let's take a quick look at the symbiote just before we move on. It's really cool that you can have up to 4 of these, and you can get them out a lot. I've done that. I've gotten up to 4 several times in games that I've used already. But they're like the common symbiote bystander that we've seen for a while. 6 plasticity, 10 blades, 17 defense with super senses, and 2 damage with shape change. So 2 rollouts and a lot of damage potential with the blades. Anyway, moving on with Carnage. He's got the special damage power, Blades, Claws, Fangs. When a friendly character uses Blades, Claws, Fangs, you may re-roll the result. And then he's got 3 special defenses, like a special defense that shows up on 3 different clicks: Stop, Invincible, and Mastermind. Great to have stop clicks. Now he has a 250 point dial. We're not going to do that. That does not leave much for fun team building. I mean, he's really good, and you might want to play him there, but we're going with 125. And despite all the amazing keywords, we're not going to do a theme team. We are going to go based on that. We're going to build a team around that special attack power, the Blades, Claws, Fangs that he can re-roll. He only has it for 2 clicks at 125, but I think it's still worth it because he's probably going to heal up. If he gets knocked past him, he's likely going to get back to him again because he's got the steel energy. Anyway, so we're going to build around a lot of blades on this team, and I played it last week, and it was a lot of fun. Let's dig into it. So, characters with blades. The next highest pointed character on the team doesn't actually have blades, at least at the beginning. Looking at Nick Fury and Goose from Black Panther, number 21, because Goose is the one that has blades. Anyway, look at Nick Fury first. He's the spy trait, Mastermind Stealth. When Nick Fury and Goose starts the game, generate the Goose bystander. And we'll look at his special damage that he has on his top 2 clicks. Free, choose an opposing character within range and line of fire. That character's combat values can't be positively modified until your next turn, which is important for this team because if people pump up their defenses, we don't have any perplex to pump up our attacks. So Nick Fury can go in and say, no, you cannot increase your defense. Yes. Well, we do have one way to bump up attacks, and that is Goose. But I often, in the games that I played, I often used it to take down defenses. Anyway, the rest of that power for Nick says, once per turn, when Nick Fury and Goose carries a friendly character named Goose, after resolutions, that Goose may make an attack. So Nick can carry Goose 6 squares. He could also just do it during a running shot and go 3 squares. But Goose is awesome because he has special movement, which is Flurry, Plasticity, Giant Reach 2, 10 attack with blades, 17 defense with super senses, and 1 damage with perplex, which doesn't matter because you're rolling blades and hopefully going to roll it again if it gets a low blades roll. Anyway, it's a great bystander, a lot of fun, and Nick is really useful for keeping defenses and even attacks manageable from on the other team. Valkyria from Smash and Destroy, she has blades. Unique modifier trait, Savior of the Slain. If a character was KO'd this turn, Valkyria and adjacent friendly characters modified defense +2. It's good. But starts with charge, blades, toughness, and prob. So that's the prob for, only got 1 prob on this team. Because we're going all in on the blades. Dog from Lantern Legacy. I love this piece. The trait Riding Shotgun. When Dog is carried, this turn he may be given a close action as if he wasn't carried. So he can be carried way up there and then just blades himself. So usually I had Carnage carrying him because Dog is tiny. Carnage wouldn't even roll blades because Dog would boost his 4 damage to a 5 with his Empower. Carnage would just do 5 damage, and then Dog would try to clean up stuff with the blades. So, yeah, that's fun. I really like Dog. Black Lantern Reanimate on this team at 15 points. Now, in my shorts video, I did talk about the awesomeness between Black Lantern Reanimate and Carnage. You can go take a look at that if you want, but we'll just look at it real quick. Hordes Rise, Blades, Claws, Fangs, Steel Energy. When Black Lantern Reanimate uses Blades, Claws, Fangs, and rolls a 1 or 2 after resolutions, generate another one on the same click, 15 point starting click. So if you roll a 3 and you don't want to just do 1 damage of blades, or 4 and it's just not enough, you re-roll it. Even if you get a 1 or a 2, you get another Black Lantern out there, 2 roll blades, and they have blade. It's exploiting blades, which is awesome. So they can create more of themselves. If you're not sticking to One Awesome Clix rules, and you're gonna equip people, just give her the Black Lantern key ring, and then she can just make another one. I just think that's awesome. Anyway, next, looking at an expendable goon, the Inner Demon from the Spider-Verse, because he's got blades. And he's decent when he's in close. He's got shape change and combat reflexes with an 18 at top, so he's 20 up close. I think it's a really solid, possibly doing a lot of damage goon. Then another 15 points, the Red Symbiote with Blades, Claws, Fangs, and Shape Change. And when it gets KO'd, you can give somebody Blades, Claws, Fangs, Shape Change, and Sidestep. I would usually give that to Nick Fury and Goose, because Nick Fury doesn't have blades. But also him getting Shape Change and Sidestep is great for him as well. And then to finish it off with another 15 points, Vampire. Honestly, Vampire never got into the fight during any of my games. Uh, just just never happened. I only played 2 games. There weren't that many people that showed up, but I played one game. I lost. I probably would have won if the game kept going, and then the other one I kind of cleaned up pretty quickly. Anyways, that's the main force. On the sideline, of course, is Ares. If you're playing with blades, you gotta have Ares. Just think he's the main thing. So any of these characters would be great to be a blades attack, an Ares blades attack. So. A bomb. Okay, so there are a lot of great characters with blades. I'll just list a few of them here that you want to put maybe on, depending on your main force or your sideline. Sideline, something like Abscissa. Maybe not so much for this team because I don't think there are any X-Men. No, I don't think there are any X-Men in this. But if you have X-Men on your build of the team with Carnage, God of Symbiotes, put Abscissa there because she's got her own like mini Ares bomb. She can blades 2 people. The super rare Arnim's. Why did I put Arnim Zola on here? Oh, because his mutates have blades. Super rare Arnim Zola has these mutate bystanders that have blades and exploit. They're really solid bystanders. Raptor Beast Boy. He's got his special attack, Blades Claws Fangs, Precision Strike. When he uses Blades Claws Fangs, hit characters modify speed -2 until the next turn. Just an extra awesome blades. Super Rare Black Panther has good blades. When he uses it, and the result is of the D6 is a 1 to 3. After resolutions, add Vibranium to your sideline. He can remove Vibraniums to make an attack or give himself Flurry. So yeah, good Black Panther. Prime Blade from Strange Tales. That's another really great figure with blades. Why is it not pulling up? Come on, pull up. Blade. Come on, Blade. Where are you? Anyway, Carnage Electra is another good figure with blades. Okay, Blade has the special blades. When he uses it after resolutions, choose opposing characters adjacent to the target are dealt 2 damage. So it's blades with more damage. Cat Familiar has blades. Now, coming soon, Demo Dog. I think the Demo Dog would be great. He has traded blades. And the bystanders also have blades. Let's see, Gore the God Butcher, like any of the ones with the all black sword from Venom are great to pair with Carnage, God of Symbiotes. Lion-O, he's got good blades. Mimic, Nightcrawler, of course, like you always want to use blades with him so he can bounce around and you want to do damage, and Carnage reroll his blades. Phoenix Force Black Panther. And you know what? Any lantern, any of the lanterns that can pull out the sword construct. Awesome. Because it has special blades. When they use it, roll 2d6 and choose 1 to be the result. So if you roll 2 1s, Carnage is like, you know what? No, re-roll that. Hey, roll 2 6s. I don't know. Choose the 6. Just more chances to get a better roll. So yeah, any character that is a lantern that can equip the rings for free and pull out those swords for free. Awesome to pair with him. Carnage. Oh, and the Thor, was it God Squad Thor, the one that's the LE. He has blades with a D8. Yeah. rolled a 1. I'll re-roll that. I got higher than a 6 this time. Oh, man. Yeah. I gotta do some of this. Pretty much any Wolverine. Oh, it's this one. We'll just look at one of them. The Wolverine from the 2026 Marvel Starter. Blades, Claws, Fangs, Precision Strike. When he uses Blades, Claws, Fangs, he may also deal damage equal to half the d6 roll, rounded up, to up to 2 opposing characters adjacent to the hit target. So a Splash Blades. There are just so many awesome Blades characters out there that can. I mean, this Asgardian Spider-Man, he has the D8 with Blades as well. Oh man. And the other Chase Spider-Man, the Captain Universe, it's low dial, but like toward the end of his dial, he has Blades that is unavoidable. Crazy. Anyway, let me know, what do you want to pair with Carnage, God of Symbiotes? How are you going to use him? Are you going to use him? Is he worth even thinking about? Let me know in the comments below, and hope that I was able to give you a good fix for your HeroClix addiction like I have, and we'll see you next time.